Welcome, you, ladies and gentlemen, to Iraqi News. Now, let's start with the very beginning of the recent updates. Now, the main plans to be achieved after the fight against Daesh include compensating those who lost their houses and lands, for they are the real problems that the country is facing currently. Now, that was said by the Iraqi President Fouad Massoum.
The main plans after the fight against Daesh. First, the social interest is necessary, then to work on making education progress. Also compensate those who lost their houses and lands, not to forget the farmers that have lost their farms and the source of their living, which have completely stopped for 2 years. Those are the real problems that we are facing now. Also, the return of the IDPs so as to provide shelter and aids for them.
Massoum also added that the presidential project is in the hands of the parliament now, and they are free to amend its items to be forwarded as a final decision eventually.
This project has been offered, yet there was no to stop upon regarding the major blocks in the country that refuse to make a small blocks to return. On its part, these small blocks thinks that the law is always by the major block side, and so on. Thus, we have tried to better solution to give each block its essential part in the country. Also, to give them an opportunity to improve themselves, and that we offered this to Parliament, so we can say that this is a presidential effort. And this project would stay up to the Parliament to decide or to amend. Thus, we won't pull back the project in case of making any amendments.
Now moving to the other files, where the federal police and quick reaction forces managed to liberate Al-Tehran and Al-Jawzak district. Also to take control of the 4th bridge and raising Iraqi flag on the main buildings of the right side and causing Daesh severe losses. Said head of Nineveh, we're coming operations Abdulhamir Yarallah. Later then, Yarallah also have said that the 9th Brigade have liberated Khubayrat al-Atshana village in Padoush, west of Mosul, and raised the Iraqi flag on its buildings. And as usual, the forces also have caused Daesh tremendous losses. Now we move on to another joyful news, where popular mobilization units began providing humanitarian aid and also providing that, especially to the IDPs of more than 2,000 families in the evacuated areas west of Tal Afar that were liberated from Daesh recently by the joint forces and also the Iraqi army and the popular mobilization forces. Now we go to Baghdad, where the Ministry of Water Resources reopened a Shalal irrigation canal north of Baghdad. This came after huge efforts exerted by the ministry after it was under the control of Daesh. This canal importance lies in the arrangement of water levels in Tigris River. This came according to the statement by the Minister of Water Sources, Hassan Al-Janabi. Now let's go to Geneva. Some of the international actors support terrorism in Iraq. They use media sources to defend the victories achieved by the Popular Mobilization Forces, said the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ibrahim Jafari.
لقد حاولت بعض الجهات الدولية.
Some of the international actors have been trying to support terrorism throughout media, which seek to deteriorate our efforts in defeating terrorism in many ways, attempting to destroy the reputation of the victories and accusing popular mobilization units of violating the human rights. But they don't have any proof. This fact is doing nothing but benefiting terrorism, which seeking to initiate social incubators by fabricating these TV channels, when delivering news to the audience that stand against the government and the fighters who receive their orders from the general commander. Those fighters' sacrifices have received the praise of everyone inside and outside the country, including one important praise by the envoy of the Secretary General of UN, Yankovic, and other observers, journalists, and international organizations, which they have been working side by side to observe the whole movements of the brave fighter.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're still talking about the political issues. Now, moving to Riyadh, where Saudi Arabia Ministerial Council confirms again on the importance of the Iraqi and Saudi Arabia bilateral relations and its continuation to work on improving mutual ties. The Council also discussed the outcomes of Al-Jubair's visit to Iraq, and the meeting echoed, meanwhile, stated the official Saudi Arabia news agency WAS. Now, that was the last news we have for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.